Hello student. So let's start our discussion. In previous tutorial we have discussed if and then if else, then else if ladder. So today we will start our discussion with the loop. So loop is the another component of program control. So when loop will be used or when loop will be implemented, so when same code is getting repeated multiple times, at that time same code will be placed into loop. In this tutorial basically we are going to discuss the while loop. So let me give you one example. Let's say we are getting an input from the user and we will convert it into the integer, and then we will simply display it. Okay, so now let's say if I want to get 10 number from the user, then what will happen? This is for first number, then this is for second, this is for third, this is for fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9 and 10. Okay, so starting from line number 4 to line number 23, so 19 lines are required. So what we can do, we can put this code into the loop, and then we will mention the condition, exit condition for the loop. So let's see that how it can be implemented. Here let's say I want to get 10 number, or we want to get 10 number from the user. So count equals to c equals to 10. Clear with this? Okay, now we will use while loop, and while after that we will use condition. So while c is greater than 0, interpreter should execute this loop. So what we will do in loop, x is equals to int input, enter number. Okay, and then we will simply print the x. And once we have read the number from the user, then what we will do, we will decrement the counter by 1. So c is equals to c minus 1. Okay, clear with this? Now how many lines required over here? 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, how many lines were required there? 19. So here you can see loop will be helpful in code redundancy. Okay, so whenever there will be duplicate code, at that time loop will help us to eliminate that duplicate code, and we can place that code into the loop. So if you will execute this, then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have entered 10 number and it has displayed 10 number as output. Okay, so I think now you are clear with the need of the loop. Now how this loop will work? Loop, every time this condition will be evaluated. Okay, so if that condition is true, then it will enter into this block of code. Okay, so means it will execute all this statement, and if this condition is false, then from line number 5 to it will directly go to line number 9. Clear with this? Now in other programming languages there is only loop, but in Python there is support of else also. So let's have an example when else will be executed. So while, let's say I, so we will declare one variable I, I equals to 5, and then while I is greater than 0, print I, and I equals to I minus 1, and after completion of loop we will again display message to the user. Let's say print loop is over. Clear with this? Okay, so when this loop will be over, and whenever this condition, evaluation of this condition will be false, it will execute the else part. So loop is over. Okay, so as you can see, 5 4 3 2 1, and after 1, when this condition will be false, it will go to else part and it will execute print loop is over. So it will display message to the user. Now if you want to break the loop, then there is a break. So let's see how it can be implemented. Here if you will write loop like this, while true, okay, then this will be the infinite loop. Okay, this will be the infinite loop. Why? Because condition is always true, so it is not going to evaluate any expression, and this loop will iterate in infinite iterations. So let's see how we can use the break. We will try to use this same I equals to 5, and here we will print I. Yes, after that we will decrement the value of I equals to I minus 1. Okay, and then we will check if I double equals to 0, then break the loop. Clear with this? And then we will let's write else. Print loop is over. Okay, so here you can see this else part is not executed. Okay, so we are not getting this string in output. So what is meaning of this? If we are using loop, and inside loop if we are breaking the loop using break statement, then else portion won't be executed. Okay, so it won't be considered for execution. It will be considered for execution whenever this condition, evaluation condition, will be false. So then and then it will be executed. So this is another feature of Python, that we can provide the else condition for loop, and if we will break the loop using break statement or break keyword, okay, then else portion won't be executed. So in this tutorial we will keep up to this. In next tutorial we will see that how for loop can be implemented, and how it can be used with the list and dictionary and tuples, so different data types, so that we will discuss. Okay, so in this tutorial we will keep up to this. Thank you.